Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Gonzalez70 back with an update on this guy. So after a long weekend of sculpting capes, I decided to go fabric on this guy. Um, Reason being, it was just too difficult to sculpt the cape as a separate piece and get it to fit correctly on the shoulders. Um, he's already been cured. I actually finished him up and baked him, so he's cured, hardened, and I primed him also. He's ready for paint. Sanded and ready for paint. Might take one more sanding in a couple of areas and a little more primer, but he's basically ready for paint. So what I was doing was trying to sculpt the cape, on top of a cured statue here, basically, and trying to get the shoulder fit correct, and then remove it and bake it in the oven. Proved to be a very difficult process, and I went through about 4 or 5 capes. I actually sculpted a couple of really nice capes, but once they come out of the oven, they look like they'd fit, and then after it cooled for a little while, the little bit of shrinking going on, and it just wouldn't fit right. So, lesson learned on how, basically you got to plan better if I'm going to do that next time. But I think I'm not going to regret going to fabric here. I think it's going to look nice. I got some really good advice from my buddy Stu Murray's brother, Barry Murray, good friend of mine, who's a really talented customizer. And he gave me some good tips on how to make a nice cape that really drapes well. So, armed with that expert advice, I started this cape last night, and I'm loving it already. Basically what you do is you cut out a circle with the radius being from the distance between his shoulders and his ankles, and you cut away to about 75% of that circle, and that's basically what you get, and it basically produces a really nice cape that drapes really well. So I think it's going to turn out great. Now, I was originally going to make it a posable cape, put a wire in there, but I'm really liking the way that this is draping on it. So I don't think I'm going to do the posable. Definitely not. This won't be posable because I've already done the hem around the edges without the wire. So, if I want the cape to flare out a little bit in the cabinet, I can always attach a string and tape it to the side of the cabinet, which I've done with with my Man of Steel Hot Toys. So, I don't think I need a real dramatically posed cape for this guy. He's kind of in a stoic stance anyway, so he's not in an action pose or anything like that. So I think this is going to work out good. So I'm going to give him a turn here real quick. I don't have my turntable in front of me, so I'm doing this manually, but I want to show you how this drapes in the back. And this cape is still not done. I just have it taped to the statue up top here. But you can see how really nice that drapes. And it's a good length, I think. Really happy with it, so I think that's going to look great. So hopefully, I'm going to turn them again here. I'll be able to finish this cape up tonight. And then I can move on to paint. And then once the paint's done, I can start thinking about what I'm going to do with the base. And for the paint, I got a nice airbrush system here. This is a Badger Patriot 105. So this should work out well. Just to give you an idea of the capes, this was the last one I did, the sculpted capes. And you can see I started to do the detail with the epoxy sculpt after it was cured. But you can see what I was going for here. And this was the last one that I did, and I was really, to be honest, really tired of doing this at that point. So it's not a real dramatically flared cape. I had a couple before it that were much better, but you can see that the arc, basically where it fits on the shoulders, that was what was giving me the problem. So But lesson learned. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Barry Murray, for your advice. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back with another update on this guy once I finish the cape up and hopefully when I start the paint. So stay with me. But it's great to see a cape on this guy, isn't it? Looks badass. I can't wait to see this done. Can't wait to finish it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next update.